Yeah, I think in some part, I think NLP has weaknesses to respond to that question. But I think at the same time that there are good interventions using NLP taking place. So I think that's one of the things that I wanted to do in my research path. And then, one of the papers I explored about NLP is that evidence, scientific evidence about NLP's efficacy on
Yeah.
the workplace psychological outcomes, how NLP works on psychological outcomes of employees. And this paper has been very popular, and it's a top cited, top downloaded paper from 2 years ago from
Wow.
the journal. Yeah, so I think that shows people are interested, and some people know
Yeah.
the effects of it. But I think when it comes to academia, that for example the theoretical background is not so strong, which is a kind of mandatory thing to have in psychology
Yeah.
field. So yeah, I think it's a bit generalized comment that NLP is not science. There are some good effects, reported. First, in the research process that and when human or other living animals are included, you need to have research ethics approval at some research institutions. Like for example, many universities have research committee to review your research process to make sure that your research is safe.
Yeah.
For example, like probably many of you have seen the movie Experiment, that's based on Stanford prison experiment.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
one of the reasons why research ethics is important to protect participants, and also sometimes also researchers as well, because
Yeah.
sometimes scientific research can be dangerous. So yeah, passing that is one step, and then depending on your context and also participant situation, that you can't form ideal way of research. For example, often in this occupational psychology research where employees are involved, they are
Yeah.
busy workers. They are busy workers, and also putting them in a less effective cohort isn't so ethical. So
Yeah.
in that sense, creating two control groups may be difficult. I explored experience of career consultants in Japan using NLP. I've interviewed career consultants asking about what they found effective, useful in
Yeah.
NLP. And then the report was that in traditional career consultants training, they learn very counseling focused approach. That's typically like wait and see or wait and listen kind of approach. But NLP is more active, engaging, coaching,
Hmm.
solution focused approach, and they found it's more appropriate for career guidance because lots of job seekers have time limit, like they applied
Yeah.
for a job and their interview is coming up in a month, and then if consultants use kind of traditional counseling approach or waiting focused one, time passes without doing anything, and they are
Yeah. Yeah.
at the interview. Yeah, so they need more directive, action oriented coaching approach, and NLP has been very useful in that sense to them. I am licensed a psychotherapist, so I have good knowledge to approach those creating safety or reassurance for the clients kind of thing. But if you don't have that background, it's a very, it puts of course patients but also interventionists in a difficult situation. So that part in NLP education should include, if NLP wants to be recognized widely or scientific field, therefore more healthcare practice.
Yeah.
That needs to be established. And then, for example, like the license of psychotherapist, often comes with supervision and post-registry training. You must keep training yourself and also have supervision to refine your practice. So that piece isn't robustly implemented in
Hmm.
NLP world either. So yeah, those kind of governance of practice, I think, is also helpful.
Wasn't that absolutely fantastic? I'm sure that you found a lot of information in this very short video you just saw, maybe like 4 or 5, 6 minutes, however long it was. But that is not all. You can have access to the entire presentation of this amazing speaker, plus 40 more other presentations and speakers, and you can have access for life. You can have access to the video recording, to the audio recording, to the swipe files, to the transcripts, to all of the bonuses and the special gifts that all of the speakers and presenters and also the organizers are offering in the Premium Pass package. So if you like this, if you want more, make sure to sign up below for the Premium Pass and have lifetime access to everything. I'm sure it'll be one of the best investments you've ever made in your life, in yourself, in your practice, in your health, and also with